while we're kind of in this break, anybody who's looking for playmats and sleeves, we've actually started working with Inked Gaming. So if you go to inkedgaming.com, you can use our promo code DEX10 to get 10% off. We also are trying to up our YouTube following, so follow us at MTG Deck Techs on YouTube, so we can see our posts. I'm going to start doing some deck techs for actual deck techs, so about 10-15 minute videos where we talk about new decks in the format or established decks, kind of give you a hint of what you'll expect to see in tournaments. And if there's decks that you don't understand or that you want to learn more about, feel free to send those in, and we can look at decks and kind of walk you through how they work. We'll keep this. We got a lot of reach in this hand. Whenever you play 8 lightning bolts, that's pretty good. And in our deck, there are only 8 1-mana lightning bolts. Slivers. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay, so we're going to race this, because this deck is going to overwhelm us quickly, especially when they start getting Cocos. So we need Hill Land. Attack us for 1. Ooh, they kept a 1-lander. Flip, flip, flip. Island. No, I don't want to reveal it. Alright, so now I need to draw spells. Okay, so we can basically 12 them. At the end of the turn, we're firing off both Wizard's Lightnings at the opponent if they don't play a creature. Knock them to 13. Yep. While our opponent's down on mana, we want to just jump on that misstep. Do you want to reveal this card? No, I don't want to reveal this card. Alright, so we can 6 them. We can knock them to 6. They're going to keep attacking with Gale Rider? Oh, yes. That's what we want. So, if they pass, yeah, we're just flashing this in. Because that's another lightning bolt now. If our Delver flips, we have lethal. I don't like Delver in this list very much. Because you have no way to make it flip. We don't have Serum Visions, so you're just having to, like, cross your fingers and, like, hey, maybe we'll get lucky. You know what's fun is counting on luck. Because that's always going to do you right. So, I personally am not a huge fan of the Delver. Not really sure what you run in its place. I like the idea of the slower version with fairies, because Spellstutter Sprite, when you have multiple fairies, is great. Spine Click is pretty sweet, but I don't know. Alright. Just Owl flying. So Roast is awkward because if we can't kill Gale Rider Sliver, it actually is a dead card. I like Entrancing Melody because we can just take whatever their Sliver is the most effective out. Staticaster. And Sprays. Snare is really good. Abrade is good. The Remands aren't great. And again, I don't like Delver. So, sort. Is it Staticaster? It's a wizard. Our wizard count stays the same. Maybe Melody is just silly. I really don't know what else we want. You bring in like Negate, because they'll probably play Coco. Keep a Delver, play a Remand. Nah, I just like the Melody because, like, if we have a Roast or something, we want to be able to take away the Go Rider. If we have a Staticaster, we want to be able to take away a Lord. So this is another really just burn heavy hand that we're going to keep because I feel like these are the kinds of hands we want in this matchup. Another version of Cavernous Souls because we need as many versions of Cavernous Souls as possible. Get out of here, Gale Rider. Snapcaster. This card is deceptively nuts. 1 mana, 1/1. Your other slivers have flying. Or all. Sorry, slivers are worded weird. Not other. It always says slivers you control, so it affects itself. Leeching sliver. Okay. So we lose 2. So we play the Mutavault and pass. Let's see what they play. All slivers. This creature gets +1/+1 as long as you control a swamp. They have pay a black, regenerate this permanent. Whoa. Okay, so Sedge Sliver. If he attacks, we're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4 if we kill Sedge. If we kill Gale, we'll lose 1, 2, 3. Then we'll untap, play Delver and Wizard's Lightning Sedge. And we'll have a colorless mana open. Is that fine? Then we're on the back foot, but that's fine. Okay, so yeah. We're gonna actually we really don't care about the flying yet, so we're gonna kill the Leeching Sliver. So we're gonna take 2, then we're gonna untap, play Delver, kill Sedge with a Wizard's Lightning. We need to do this before they can regenerate him. They're down to 3 cards in hand, and we have 4 removal spells and a draw spell, so we're in a good spot. 4 removal spells because we have Snapcaster Mages and burn spells in the graveyard. We need to draw 1 more land though for it to really work. Okay, so now they're going to keep open Coco, or they're just going to Coco now. I mean, it makes sense for them Coco now while we're tapped down. Oh, actually, that card's a pain. Okay, so now we have to pay 2 whenever we try to counter hit somebody. Mana Weft. They're down to 1 card in hand. Mana Weft isn't a concern. Them getting mana is not going to do much. We would love just a quick flip on this Delver or a land. Steam Beds. No. So we're going to shock this in. So now we can Wizard's Lightning and opt. So if they attack with all 3, we will actually Wizard's Lightning, Gale Rider, trade our Delver for their Diffusion, and we should be pretty well off after that point. Aether Vial's worthless now. Leeching. A muscle would be really unfortunate. Oh, okay, sacrificing gain through life, that's not as big of a concern. Okay, so I'm going to Wizard's Lightning this, and then we're going to pay for it. And then we're going to trade, and we're going to take 1. Yes. No, once you've seen Vial, they can really only afford to run 1 of them because, like the humans decks, they are dependent on amassing their creatures. So like they can't take 8 slots for ways to get the creatures in play, so normally I write it off. That said, I haven't seen their exact list. I'm pretty sure there's enough slivers where you don't need to run 8 of the effects. Put that on the bottom. Oh, Lavamancer's good. So now we can go Snapcaster Mage and then we can kill the Dark Heart Sliver. We also can abrade this Aether Vial if we start to want to get concerned over them flashing in a Lord. Okay, so we're actually gonna not Snapcaster, we're gonna bolt this Dark Heart. Because then we get to animate Mutavault and block. And they can't sack it to gain life. So we're not worried about them expanding their life difference. Alright, so this is pretty much game. Alright, so we pass because we can Snapcaster Bolt, we can Staticaster and activate Lavamancer. Yeah, it's weird because it's like in their hand and in play at the same time. So we're going to go and start trying to clock them by Snapcaster Bolt and activate Lavamancer. Let's see, so Lightning Bolt. Probably should have gone Wizard's Lightning. It's okay. And to them off of a Grim Lavamancer. Exiling our blue cards. Keep the same chain open. Snapcaster Wizard's Lightning. Activate Grim Lavamancer. And keep it at 2. Most important. Oh, they're flooded out. Yeah, that's should be game because maybe I'll 5 them and then 6 them, so they'll be at 4. I can actually take up to 2. So yeah, this should be it. These are the kinds of decks that like you want to be because they don't really have card advantage. They're just trying to overrun you with some raw card power, and so that's where you really want to get them. I guess I can't hit them with 2 next turn off the Lavamancer. It's okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So, let's see. Go back to your previous deck. So this is a version of Jeff Hoogland's Blue-Red Wizards deck. Again, cards I don't love. I don't love the Delver of Secrets because we really don't have a way to make it flip. And 22 cards that flip it sounds really good, but that's only really a 1 in 3 chance. If you notice, I played it a couple different times tonight. I flipped it 0 times. So I had 0 Insectile Aberrations. There are versions that a buddy of mine, Austin Zandy, was playing where they were playing. They didn't have some of the spells and some of the Lavamancers and things in here, and they were running 2 Mistbind Clicks, 4 Spell Stutter Sprites, because this list used to have Spell Stutter Sprites. So those 6 cards would be cutting Delver, trimming a Spell Snare, maybe trimming an Abrade to the sideboard. And so now I have 8 fairies plus 4 Mutavaults. So I have 12 fairies in the deck, so Spell Stutter Sprite can realistically counter 2 and 3 drop spells, and that's really all you need it to do. And you just slow down a little bit because you lose some 1-drops, but Mistbind Click can do some really cool shenanigans. So I think that'll probably be the next version of the list I test. I think it might be better because his Delvers just didn't feel good. Apparently he wasn't a big fan of Mana Leak. I like Mana Leak, so maybe that card does belong, but I think you end up having to cut like Grim Lavamancers and Burst Lightnings and the other Spell Snares and in order or the other Abrade to fit the Mana Leak, so that might not be really what you want to be in. And you have like more solid counter magic in the sideboard as opposed to having okay counter magic in the main deck. So kind of test out a little bit, but overall we went 3-2. I think the deck is good. I think it's worth testing and playing if it's your style deck, which it's my favorite type of deck. It's worth playing. So all that, take it with a grain of salt. I would definitely recommend testing it out. Again, if you want to get some sleeves or playmats, go to Inked Gaming and use the promo code TEX10, and that we, TECHS and then the number 10, you get 10% off. We are trying to fire up more YouTube videos, so we're going to be doing deck techs. I particularly be looking at making, some number of deck techs, one to maybe a couple a week. It's going to be about 10, 15 minutes where I break down a deck in the metagame. I explain kind of how it works, how it drives, some just broad overlining, good matchups, bad matchups, cards that make it really good, why you would want to run it, what you want to watch out for if you are running it. I won't be an expert in every single deck, but I'm going to try to get you as knowledgeable of the format as possible because that's one of my strong suits. I jump decks a lot, so I can actually kind of break down decks pretty well. So if you're wanting to see a particular deck to get a deck tech, give us a follow, especially on YouTube at MTG Deck Techs. If you want to watch me stream, I'll stream every Tuesday night. I'll stream some other nights kind of occasionally, depends on what's going on. So you can follow me on Twitter at Busted Sleeves, and I always tweet when I'm going live. And I'll also tweet anytime I'm doing any other deck techs on YouTube, any podcasts, anything else I have going on. So give me a follow on Twitter at Busted Sleeves, and give Deck Techs a follow on Twitter at MTG Deck Techs to kind of see when myself or others go live to play Arena, to play MTGO, or to do different effects. So, but if there's things you want to see, give us a shout. Otherwise, thanks for jumping in.